Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Set for Life. And today's topic is how sleep is important to the law of attraction. Yes, there is a connection, and we're about to get into it. So, let's discuss sleep's purpose. What is the purpose of sleep? It is a time for us to heal physically from all the metabolic processes that our bodies have done for the day. Okay, but it's not just physical, it's also emotional and mental too. So, what happens when you go to sleep is that your subconscious mind, which is the part of your mind that deals with the more emotional tasks, compared to your conscious mind, which is the mind that is active when you're awake. Okay, it's always analyzing the environment, collecting data, and from that data, you determine whether or not you make a decision. It's very much the logical aspect of your mind, and it is most active when you are awake. Okay, but when you go to sleep, the subconscious mind is active, is the most active, and it deals with the emotional and just the more non-linear things of life, the things that are harder to understand and grasp, more abstract. Okay, so there's a quote in the Bible that says, "Do not let the sun go down on your anger," and it is because the subconscious mind is processing all the things that happened in your day, whether they were negative or positive, okay? And depending on how you reacted to those things determines what goes into your belief system, okay? Yeah, once again, it goes back to the belief system. That's how things get registered through sleep, okay? And, okay, it's a time for processing of experiences and the emotions attached to them. Remember, your belief is determined not by what you think you know or say, but by the action and emotion, okay, that either verifies or disproves it. So sleep is a time for the cementation of what is really your beliefs. That's why I told you in the earlier video that the best time to do affirmations is either right before you go to sleep or early in the morning. Okay, because it's the time when the mind is more sensitive and connected to the spiritual world, which is basically the emotional world, which is basically the invisible world. Okay, the world you cannot see, but you damn sure can feel. Okay, all right. So sleep is the cementation of your belief system time. Okay, and it can only happen when you're the most peaceful, which is sleep. And this leads me to say good quality sleep is very important, okay? And how do we get that? Because I know that's hard to get nowadays for almost every person. Every person I know deals with insomnia, including myself, okay? But I'm able to get better sleep when I take certain vitamins and minerals. Yes, another critical thing for good health in general, okay? Vitamins and minerals. And I'm going to name a few that will help you sleep better. The first being magnesium. Now, magnesium is a big, big one. It's a big mineral. It's called the big M in the health community. And that is because it does so many things that your body needs. It's involved in so many metabolic processes. It's not even funny. And what it primarily does is that it relaxes you. Okay, it is the ultimate relaxant. Okay, I don't care about lavender or valerian, Valium, your prescriptions. They're all based on plants. Okay, but magnesium is an essential relaxant. You need to take them every day. Magnesium. Okay, that's the number one thing that helps you sleep. And it's so important that if I only had to take one thing for my whole life, it would be magnesium. That's how important it is. Okay, especially for sleep. And the second one is iodine. Okay, iodine is not too well known, but it should be. It's very anti-cancerous and it nourishes a lot of glands in the body, glandular systems. But when it comes to sleep, it nourishes the pineal gland, which is right here where the third eye is. And the job of the pineal gland is to secrete melatonin, Okay. Melatonin is the chemical or the hormone produced by your body that helps you sleep. But you don't have to take a melatonin supplement to get good sleep. As a matter of fact, it's better if you just give your body the things that it needs to produce its own, and magnesium and iodine is one of them. Iodine nourishes the pineal gland, which once again is where melatonin is secreted from. Okay? So it's a food for the pineal gland, iodine. Okay? That's the second thing. The third thing is calcium. Okay? But if I talk about calcium, I have to talk about it in conjunction with something else that's needed for sleep, which is L-tryptophan. Yeah, everything's connected. It's a blockchain. Okay? Now, when you take L-tryptophan and calcium, what this does is that it allows the brain to utilize the calcium to make melatonin. Okay? So your brain utilizes calcium if it has enough L-tryptophan to synthesize more melatonin. Okay? Now, depending on the levels in your body already, you may not need to take either of these, but you definitely need to take at least one. Okay? For me, myself, I don't take all of them every night. My number one combo go-to is the magnesium and the iodine. That's it. It helps me. That's good. Sometimes if you overload it, you could actually make the problem worse. You might not sleep at all. But in most cases, you will sleep. Trust me. Okay. And the other two are not minerals or vitamins, but rather herbs. Certain herbs that can work synergistically with the minerals I just mentioned. And the first herb I'm about to mention is called rhodiola. And what does rhodiola do? Okay. Well, it's an adaptogenic herb. And what is that, you say? An adaptogenic herb is an herb that allows you to better tolerate stress. Okay? So, like, let's say you lift 100 pounds, okay? If you take an adaptogenic herb, that 100 pounds doesn't feel like 100 pounds anymore. It feels like instead maybe 50 because it reduces the amount of stress you perceive associated with lifting the 100-pound weight. So it's an adaptogenic. You see, it adapts your body, your physiology to handle stress better. And how it does that is that it how it does that is that it eliminates or reduces the amount of stress hormones that are produced in your body. Okay? And the stress hormones are probably the main reason why you can't even sleep in the first place, because we're all stressed out. Okay? Especially now. So what that does to your melatonin, whatever melatonin your body is capable of producing, the stress hormones just swallow it up. What rhodiola does is basically reduce or eliminate the stress hormones. Okay, so the stress hormones are like little Pac-Mans, okay, and they eat up all the good things that you need, like melatonin, okay. So rhodiola's like, cut the shit out, go away, go to sleep, okay. So rhodiola, that's a good one. If you take that in conjunction with more of a relaxant, you will sleep better, okay. So the other herb that you might know of is valerian, and that's where you get your Valium from. You know, the prescription Valium, it's based on the plant valerian, so you can take that to help you sleep. You can also take lavender. That's a herb that helps you relax. Or what else? Yeah, that's all I really know of for now, but you can Google things that help you sleep to get a better good night's sleep. And the last thing that can help you sleep is binaural beats. Now, what are binaural beats? Binaural beats are basically sounds that were designed to help your brain enter into a certain wave state. Now, what do I mean by wave state? Well, whenever your brain is most active, which is in the morning, when you're working or studying or doing whatever, it produces beta waves, okay? Beta waves are produced when your brain is in a stressful mode or just a working mode. Okay. Most people who are nervous, they have too much beta stateness. They're always in a beta state. Okay. So, but you want to listen to binaural beats that gets you into the alpha wave state. That's the beginning of the relaxed state. It also depends on personality type. More confident personalities are naturally in the alpha wave state. Okay? So usually your players and playettes and people who just have good self-esteem, they're more naturally in the alpha wave state. They don't worry about much. Like, they just brush things off their shoulder. Alpha wave people. And then for sleep, okay, it's the theta and delta waves that you need. So after the alpha wave, okay, you go into the theta wave state where you're more definitively relaxed. You're relaxed, okay? But you're not deep in sleep yet. The deepest sleep comes from delta wave states, okay? And that's the state that most people cannot enter into because most people are so freaking stressed, okay? So what binaural beats can do, as you listen to them as you go to sleep, just like with subliminals. It is a subliminal in a way, but just to help you sleep better, okay? They're all over YouTube. You just Google binaural beats for sleep, and they'll lead you to it. And yeah, so beta wave state, that's when your brain is the most active. You're producing the most electrical impulses per second in your brain. Okay, and then the alpha wave state is less, and then theta is even lesser. So the waves get slower. Okay, they get slower. Beta is really fast. Okay, you're thinking, you're worried, you're nervous. Beta, alpha, theta, and delta is the slowest. That's where you get the best sleep. And binaural beats is one way you can do that. Or you could just listen to nature sounds, like the sound of the ocean. I'm sure you know about those. Those are really old school. You can listen to the sound of, well, in the morning, birds, but you don't listen to birds before you go to sleep. Crickets. You can listen to the sound of crickets, a waterfall, ocean waves, that stuff too. And those are the ways you can get good quality sleep. So, to quickly recap, okay, how is sleep important in the law of attraction? Well, when you're doing the law of attraction, you are inevitably doing your affirmations, okay? You can't escape it. You must do the affirmations. And to better seal in that work you did, the affirmational work you did, okay, you have to have a good night's sleep, okay? You save your work more. That's like doing work on a computer, but you didn't hit save as. Good sleep saves the work you did, okay? And when you get a better night's sleep, you are better able to process the experiences that have happened to you in the day. That's why the Bible says don't go to sleep angry. Don't let the sun go down on your anger if you can help it. But if you get a good night's sleep, you probably won't even remember what happened the next day. That's how important sleep is. Okay, so, and how you reacted during those experiences you had in the day determine what gets into your belief system, because that is the constitution from which you act upon. Doesn't matter if you say this, I'm a peacemaker, I'm calm, oh, I'm not ghetto, I'm not ratchet or whatever. It's how you acted that shows what you really believe and work from. Okay, so while you sleep, your subconscious mind is processing that and is saying, oh, she don't really believe that. Look how she acted. Look at the emotions she gave off. Look at the charts. She don't believe that shit. So this is getting into her belief system instead of that, what she said. Okay, it's a time for registration of what you really believe. Remember, it all goes back to belief systems. So the better your sleep quality, the better the processing, the better the healing too. Okay? Because if you really get a nice sleep, you'll probably forget about it the next day. Or maybe 2 days after or whatever. So that's why sleep is important to the law of attraction. Okay? And how do you get good quality sleep? Once again, vitamins and minerals. I don't think I mentioned this, but meditation is one way. Meditation. and binaural beats. Okay? So those are some ways you can get good quality sleep to further enhance your law of attraction endeavors. Okay? So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope it was very helpful to you. Thank you for the likes, shares, subscribes. I really appreciate them. And until next time, we are set for life. Don't you forget it.